Hello there, Jeff from Small Arms Research.
I'm Nicholas. Thank you for joining us today.
You're used to seeing a lot of really loud, really cool, really short, or really quiet things when you watch the Bigshooterist channel, but this is probably going to be the most important video that we've ever done. Today we're talking about passing on our heritage and traditions that were passed on down to us from our fathers, grandfathers, and all the way down from our forefathers. So stick around, it's going to be a good show. Well, as self-introduced, this is my buddy Nicholas. He's my 8-year-old son, my best friend, and we do a lot of things together, and of course that includes shooting. I would recommend that when anyone's introduced to shooting, regardless of age, because a lot of it depends on background and how they're brought up, that they have to have a certain mindset before you bring them out on the range and introduce them to live ammunition. And of course there are 3 very, very important basic safety rules that we all adhere to. And Nicholas knows those rules very well, and we'll explain those to you right now. Nick, what's one of the basic safety rules?
The first one is to never point the gun at something you're not going to shoot at.
Absolutely. Never point the gun at anything that you don't intend to shoot. How about another safety rule, Nick?
Never put your finger near the trigger when you're not shooting.
There you go. Absolutely. Never put your finger on the trigger, and never point...
I already said that now.
You're smarter than I am. What's the third safety rule?
And the third one is to never have the gun loaded until you're ready.
Absolutely. See, he knows better than I do. Now, Nicholas started shooting live ammo with me a few years ago, and this is his first rifle. It's a little single-shot Cricket 22 long rifle. These are a terrific starter gun, and you can see how short that they are, so they fit a small frame very, very comfortably. And comfort is the most important thing when you're teaching somebody new to shoot. It's very, very quiet, and it's also pretty darn accurate. We also have for Nicholas a Walther P22, and he likes gun gear because he's an experienced shooter at this point. So we've got a laser on this one for him, and he shoots with a sound suppressor as well. What is your favorite gun to shoot, Nick?
The rifle.
You like the rifle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. What's your another thing? I've got a question for you, but give me just a second. When you're teaching somebody young to shoot, the last thing that you want to do is get them into a situation where they're bored. So we try to find targets that are fun to shoot, and maybe that are a little bit interactive, and not really get back to 50 or 100 yards and just punch holes in paper and not let them see what it is they're doing. So we try to do a lot of interactive stuff. Nick, what do you like to shoot for targets the best?
Explosive targets.
Explosive targets, that's a really good one. Other suggestions we might have for you would be a stack of cans that are piled up. Those are fun to shoot because you can see them knock over.
Right in the center.
Right in the center again, okay. Give it one more.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you have it in a nice comfortable spot. Alright, as cool as this looks, and as interactive as it looks, it's not necessarily always the answer, because a lot of times you can have hits and they won't even show up. Those little 22s are going so fast. I'm going to zoom in and show you what we saw when we came down range and wondered why we weren't getting that many hits. And you tell me if you see what the problem is. All kinds of hits. He's doing good. Just sometimes it whistles right through unless it hits something that's structural on the can. So we've got to go to something even a little bit more reactive. It might be fun to shoot some of the swingers or popper targets because they swing around and they move. Nice. Okay, I want you to unload that.
Yes.
Okay. then I gotta ask a favor. I want you to show everybody the kind of smile the kid makes after he hits his first prairie dog swinger. I think that's pretty convincing. Gonna shoot it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hit it?
Yeah.
Nice job, buddy. And
Even the shoot and see target, so you can actually get an idea what it is that you're hitting. Anything to keep it fun and to keep it interesting and to keep them focused on safety at the same time while they're learning.
Very nice. He reminded me that there are a few things I forgot to go over with you. Two things that I've stressed to him that are very, very important, regardless of your age, or your skill, or your ability, or the firearms that you're using. And what would those things be, Nat?
Hearing protection so you won't hurt your ears, and safety glasses so nothing can hit your eyes when you're shooting.
I can't say it any better. Accidents can happen at the most inopportune time. It doesn't matter the caliber, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how long you've been shooting and what your experience is. If there's an accident, you want to do everything in your power to protect yourself.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.
He said it all. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and ask your friends to do so, and keep your eyes on the channel for lots more cool things. Have fun and be safe. All right.